welcome to the Unbreakable Hearts channel.
Hello, YouTube people. What is going on again with you all today? It's finally sunny outside. It looks like a beautiful day today. It's not going to rain. It's just a regular, normal day. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor? So I wanted to come to you with this video here, and this one is going to have to do with being guilty. If you ever have anybody come into your life and always pointing the finger at you like you should be the one that's guilty for everything, then that is a major red flag. Because as in the olden days, and I learned this from my parents, and I'm sure they learned it from theirs, it takes two to tango. So anytime you have something going on and somebody wants to point the fingers at you and say, well, it's because of you, because you did this and you did that, without even considering what they did in the whole situation, and they just want to make you the one that did everything. You're the one to blame. It was all your fault. I actually had a girl write that on her Facebook. It's all your fault. That is a major red flag, because it takes two to tango. If it was one person's fault only, then there would be no balance at all. So you have to realize that people, when they do wrong, they want to make you look like the one that did it. It was your fault. Everything was your fault. Absolutely your fault. I had nothing to do with us breaking up. It was all your fault. And they'll stand on the highest mountain shouting that out as if everybody's going to be able to hear them or even wants to hear them, you know, and they're just going to be that way. And it's totally wrong. It's totally wrong to do. I have been in many relationships in my past. Some were situationships, I guess you could say. I've had many situationships and 3 relationships in my whole life. And I could tell you about 60% of all of them claimed that it was me. And it was not. It was both of us, for sure. For sure that I'm sure that I'm sure. It was both our faults. But they didn't want to take their side of the blame. They just wanted to blame it all on me, say it was my fault, and be done with it. So I didn't accept that it was all my fault, but I accepted my portion of the fault, and I grew up from that. I just kept growing up from that. Every time the situation happened, I understood it, and I grew from it. And it's allowed me to become more and more mature as I'm getting older, and I understand things for what they are. You can't blame one person because of a situation, because it's really not yours to take on by yourself. In every situation, I don't care what it is, that person, by saying those words and writing that on their Facebook, it only tells you what type of person that is, just to put fault on you. Oh, it was your fault. That's almost like saying I'm a perfect person, so it had to be all of your fault, because I haven't done anything wrong my whole life. I'm just this and that. No. You did wrong. And it should be a major red flag in that. You should never, ever, ever say to a person, it's all your fault. Because it's not. You know, I'm sure she probably blamed me for not going to see her earlier than what I did. And, you know, she had certain needs or whatever, and you know, because I waited so long to go to see her, that it became my fault. Or, you know, because when I was on the plane, she said, I hope you bring money with you. I mean, though, that was a major red flag also, you know. Why are you thinking of money? And, you know, I have, within the last 8 years, I've been watching these gold digger videos on YouTube and Facebook and that. And those are major red flags when it comes to women. Well, men also. There are some men, not a whole lot, but mostly women that, you know, they jump at the chance. You know, they see you might have a few more dollars than somebody else they know or something, and they just want to get at it. And that's all they're concerned with. When she spoke like that to me, I mean, I couldn't tell the pilot, turn the plane around, I want to go back home. I mean, I'm halfway there, you know, I'm over the ocean, and she's saying that. And it was a huge red flag. I hope you brought money. Now, you ask anybody who goes on a trip and doesn't bring one single dollar with them, you know, it's just incredible. But, you know, she said these kinds of things to me, and it really made me think. And I had, like, I don't know, maybe 12, 15 more hours to ride in the plane. So all that time I evaluated that whole situation, and it was just a really bad thing. I was like, something is definitely wrong in that whole scenario. So I thought about it and thought about it, and I had to come up with some kind of game plan before I got there, because I didn't want to be looked at as a dollar bill. I wanted to be looked at as the person that they were looking to have a future with, you know, and they're already saying those types of things to me. It was very, very huge. So, you know, you can think of it what you want, but for somebody to lay a guilt trip on you and then turn around and say, well, I hope you brought money with you, it's just huge, huge red flags all in your face. And I had to deal with that. But, you know, it is what it is, and you have to let those types of things go. And I want you to know that I love you. Love yourself. Love my Father God, and by all means love each other, people. Until the next time, love, peace, and soul.